be running as the external vice presidential candidate for the Renew Party. I'm a junior oboe performance major. I'm also a part of NU Connections and Alpha Lambda Delta. Today I will focus on the government relations platforms in regards to the Renew Party. There are numerous government relations issues that the Renew Party is aiming to address. We will be more proactive in these relations, as it is imperative that local, state, and national government representatives hear from their constituents, especially on policies related to education. Our government relations platform is based on the notion of providing students with the opportunity to interactively participate in government, while also being able to better relate to and understand current political issues. Firstly, we aim to send a representative to all City Council meetings and Senate hearings. This representative will be responsible for reporting their findings to the Government Liaison Committee and the ASU and executive team, specifically the External Vice President. This representative would also be responsible for informing students of events such as local town hall meetings and other meetings that government officials hold for the general public, seeking to promote student involvement within our community. The implementation of this policy will help to create student interaction and awareness of the laws and issues that our generation is currently dealing with, as well as concerns that may be addressed in the future. The Renew Party will also have 2 to 5 ASU and appointed representatives attend weekly meetings with state officials to gain greater insight on issues that will affect UNL's tuition and book fees, among other relevant issues. These representatives will be responsible for reporting to the student body the information that they obtain from these meetings. We hope that this correspondence will again help to better educate students on current political issues that affect them directly. Next, national representatives in Congress will be contacted by appointed ASU and members, at least bi-weekly, so that our students are best informed on national issues that affect all students. We hope that this will encourage student involvement in current political affairs and pique interest in government relations among students. Finally, we will work on 2010 voter registration efforts throughout UNL. As you may know, on November 2nd of this year, midterm elections will be taking place within the United States Senate, the House of Representatives, and numerous state and local governments. We intend to educate students about this midterm election and encourage all students to take part in the voting process. We will also ensure that students are informed about how to request an absentee ballot if needed, and also provide them with the information they need to update their voting registration, in particular, their voting address. All in all, the main focus of the Renew Party in regards to government relations is creating and providing more opportunities for both qualified students and those who are part of ASUN to participate in our local governments. Through encouraging this interactive participation, we hope to increase and sustain student interest in government relations both on and off campus.
One real quick thing before we conclude. Just to explain what the idea of what the Renew Party is. It's 2 different things. It's the idea of renewing your student voice. The other one is renewing your pledge as a student to serve other students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. That is why we are here. To renew our pledge to serve one another and to serve to the fullest of our abilities. So, I just wanted to send that word that it's just more than a word, that is an action. And that is the action that we're taking today and throughout this semester and throughout this next year. So I want to say that before we
Well guys, as I said before, thank you guys for taking the time today. In closing, I just wanted to say that I'm really excited to participate in this election. For the first time, in a few years, you have a really good and very competitive election. You've got 3 very prominent parties, all with excellent student leaders. And so you're confronted with a very difficult decision on March 3rd. Because not only do you have 3 excellent parties with good student leaders, but we all have very similar platforms. We're all trying to communicate one common message. But the reason I ask you and urge you to vote for the Renew Party, first of all, we're a group that has a lot of experience. So not only are we trying to go in and fill these positions, but we're going in to make these positions our own. And what I mean by this is that all 3 of us have track records on this campus in which we've gone in, we've taken a position, we've changed it. And a lot of the platforms we provide is not something we want to do. It's something we're going to do, and the reason we're going to do it is because a lot of it we've already done within our organizations. So we know how it works. We know the people we need to talk to, and so the minute we get in, we're ready to work for what you guys have to say and what you guys want to see on campus. And secondly, we have excellent connections with the administration. Between myself working on the Student Affairs Advisory Council, and Corey and Catherine meeting with different professors and staff members on campus, we already have the kinds of links of communication that is necessary to have an efficient student government on campus, to make sure that your guys' needs and your guys' wants are efficiently communicated to the people that can actually make it happen, to the people that pay the bills, to provide the services and resources that we all want and need as students at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. And lastly, we also have connections to other schools. Between the three of us, we have connections within 300 to 400 schools in the nation, between some of the conferences that I attend and some of the conferences that they attend. And to me, I think that's very important because we can learn a lot from other schools. That's how student government works, is we learn ideas from other places, we bring them here, we create ideas, and then we tell other schools. And so by doing this, not only are we connecting you guys amongst each other, connecting you guys with your government, and connecting you guys with the administration, but we're also connecting every single student on this campus with the rest of this country. And that is why I'm proud to run with the Renew Party. And on March 3rd, I urge you to log on to WAM and vote Renew. Thank you guys.